All right, week 4 college football breakdown here. This game, man, Iowa and Rutgers. Iowa's a 7.5-point road favorite. That's not the crazy part. Total at 34. We don't see that low of a total in the NFL, which is much more of a low variance game. 34. I've never seen a total that low, and if I have, it's been with Army and Navy and teams like that. This is a crazy total, but you know what? It's warranted, and it's specifically warranted on one side. Out of all the games here on this week 4 slate, there is no bigger mismatch than Rutgers' offense against Iowa's defense. Say what you want about Iowa's offense, and a lot of the criticism is very warranted. There's not a better defense in college football than Iowa, save Georgia. And I think that margin is a lot smaller than you'd think. There's no holes in this Iowa defense. Extremely physical on their front four. Might have the best linebacking core in college football. And their secondary is very stout as well. I mean, think about Iowa State. Iowa's had one touchdown scored on them through 3 games, and it came via a 21-play drive by Iowa State. Tip your cap. Third down conversion after third down conversion. That's all they've given up in 3 games. Incredible. This Iowa defense is stout. So by my efficiency metrics, they're second in college football. Like I said, Rutgers' offense, 121st out of 131 teams. I said it. There is no bigger mismatch on the board than Rutgers' offense versus Iowa's defense. So you know what? I do lean towards the full game under 34 and a half, but I'm going to isolate Rutgers' team total. And full disclosure, I'm recording this on Wednesday night. Team totals don't come out till later in the week, depending on where you are, but really anywhere. They're not out on Wednesday nights. I project we're going to get this at 13. Really anything over 10, I'll be on Rutgers' team total under. We're going to get it at 13 or 13 and a half. Don't worry. This could become a 1.5 unit play by kickoff. Do I have to say it again? No bigger mismatch on the board. Diving into Rutgers' offense a little bit, it's really been a quarterback rotation up to this point. I mean, Noah Vedral was their guy last year. He's dealt with injuries earlier in the season. I hope Noah Vedral plays. 6.2 yards per attempt last year. Terrible quarterback. Gavin Wimsatt is still a young guy, has shown no promise as a thrower up to this point. Wouldn't mind him in there either. And then I think Eli Simon is the third guy who has probably played the most. Given the context, might be the best quarterback they have right now. Last week against Temple, 9 of 15, 52 yards. That's 3.5 yards per attempt. Terrible. I mean, they put up 16 points against Temple. Temple might be the worst team in college football outside of like UMass and teams like that. I think that speaks volumes about where Rutgers is at offensively. Not very good running the football, especially in this matchup. There's no way they're running the ball on this Iowa front seven. Can't throw the ball vertically. They're not good on their offensive line. There's nothing to like in this matchup for Rutgers' offense. We can go in circles and circles. I don't know where points come from. Where does a field goal come from? The only way I see this hitting, the only way I see Rutgers scoring multiple touchdowns in this game would come via just massive, turnover luck. And say what you want about Iowa, the one thing that they are always good at is turnover margin. Their issues offensively aren't turnovers, it's just ineptitude. They'll play the field position game all day because they know their defense is going to win. And that's going to be true in this matchup. If we get this at anything above 13, which we will, if we get it at 12 and a half, I'm still going to play it. Might not be a best bet, but hopefully we get this at 13 or 13 and a half. I wouldn't worry about what Iowa's going to do offensively because, listen, if they control the ball the whole game, they could score, 21 points. Who knows? It's pretty crazy that that's the bar right now. I'm not worrying about that. I have a hard time seeing Rutgers score more than 10 in this spot. I'll play their team total under. Appreciate y'all watching the video. If you like what you heard today, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and don't miss any of the upcoming content. Comment your best look on this game down below. Side, total. If you're not a betting guy, just a prediction. Comment your best look on this game down below. You see this shirt right here. I know you've been staring at it the whole time. Go to proud90.com. Unique but very comfortable polos as well. Also got t-shirts, hoodies, quarter zips. Proud 90's got all your golf apparel needs. If you see anything you like at checkout, use code Fordham. It's going to get you 15% off your entire order. Support me. Support Proud 90. Proud90.com.